Welcome to Culture Shock Live, people. It's WrestleMania season. I had to bring back the old goodie, man. This takes me back. This song takes me back. What up, Ethan? How are you? Long time no see, bro. Man, I love this song. What up, Mark? There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Mr. Jack Soaps, Tim, how are you? Nico, what up, beautiful? John Bedoy, what is good, man? We got a jam-packed show tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We got a few topics we're gonna discuss, but we're definitely gonna have some fun tonight. Got my boys here with me. We went through a little spiel about WrestleMania. Wow. That's how you talk to your most important client. Wow. All the soap. No, CJ, I'll never do that ever. This is the song of the night. Dude, I love this thing. I got this thing for $40 on the shop. The WrestleMania chalk line. Awesome. Anthony, what's good, baby? Hey, yo. So, we were talking WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania season. We're like, all right, what are the worst WrestleManias of all time? What are your worst WrestleManias? And believe it or not, we were all over the map. All over the map. Oh, thank you, Joey. I appreciate that, bro. So we're going to talk about that. But first, let me bring on some co-hosts here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring on Mr. Eazy-E. There he is.
What's good?
Eazy-E, what's good, baby?
Bro, I'm living the dream, bro. Living the dream.
Love this song, man. And
bro, that's flashbacks.
You like it, right? What's the first thing you think of when you hear this song?
Bro.
Like, what's the first picture in your head?
That logo, honestly.
The old school WWF logo, right? I think of, for some reason, I think of Hogan and Warrior like in a square, you know, with the colors in the background and they're moving like the intro.
Yeah,
to,
that intro that used to bounce and like, yeah, dude, that shit.
Yeah, that's what I think of when I hear that song, dude. And I got a special, I got another song. Hold on, let me play this for Joey V. Joey, you ready?
Beautiful.
Here we go, bro. Come on. WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Mr. Joey Vicious. We choose the music here.
You know what that song reminded me of, the first one you were playing? So I'm watching WrestleMania 6 today. I don't know why, but I just turned it on, started watching it. And Vince
the best
is
WrestleMania.
And Vince, mediocre. But Vince is already promoting WrestleMania 7 at the Los Angeles Memorial. He's like, you know, March 1991, you know, and its song's playing. And I'm like, oh, snap. Like, he's already promoting next year's WrestleMania.
It's like the first minute of WrestleMania. By the way,
yeah,
before the national WrestleMania 7,
Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the one and only sober Jay Cross is here tonight.
Wow, Jay. Hey, Jay, stay tuned for the Photoshop coming after this. I'm just, I got you, fam.
He's so
you
great.
look like the girl from Bridesmaids when she's on the plane and she's like drunk and she's.
He looks like He looks like the Unabomber's lawn care guy.
Bro, he looks blind.
Chilling, bro. I'm just chilling.
See. Oh, big screen. Uh-oh. See the marks and pimples, man. Uh-oh. Bay is here. So yeah, we were talking WrestleMania. WrestleMania is in what? A week?
Yeah, I'm throwing a party, bro.
A WrestleMania party? Who's going? Aren't you guys going?
Did you get that invite? Did you get that invite?
No. I don't get any invites.
I'll check my email.
Wait, who's going? Aren't you guys going to WrestleMania?
No, Jimmy is. Mr.
James Taylor's going to WrestleMania.
Mr. 305.
That boy, he goes everywhere, man.
Jack Soaps, bro. I gotta buy some Jack Soaps. Like, yo, for real, bro.
I got you, bro.
Yo, because that's why I don't promote it, because I ain't gonna promote shit I don't use, you know? That's not me, bro. So I gotta
working on We're working on some
Jack
filming
Soaps, bro,
for
hit me
Jack
up.
Soaps. But
I
like,
gotta order something.
We got to film that thing for Jack Soap.
well, so I have a lot of footage, but the problem is the wife don't habla the Ingles of like keeping bits out of the frame. So we got
Why?
to do it. You know, she
She's
like
naked.
she free balling, bro. So it's just like,
Oh, yeah. I
you
know. I
know.
don't think that. I mean, that's
like-
that's cool. There's nothing
like-
wrong with it, but
Can't
you
you
know,
Jack
put,
Soap.
can't you put like the black, you know, like
She's a
mark
free
over it?
spirit.
blur. We
Yeah,
just blur.
Jack Soap's OnlyFans. Stay tuned.
Jay, do you have water in that glass?
Glitter bomb soap coming, bro.
No.
By the way, did you guys see this? Who smokes cigars? Any of you guys smoke cigars?
Rarely. I'd
You
like
ever
to
smoke
more,
a cigar?
but yeah,
No, I'm not a tool.
I have. Golf course, man. You're drinking.
James Taylor smokes a lot of cigars.
But
Nice.
there are people
That's
that
so-
pay to
that's-
do this, right? They
Yeah.
like there's what's that whole thing about? What's this membership thing? Where you go to pay a fee
Like a membership lounge.
Yeah,
to
that's
then
too.
pay. Is that
That's
cool?
too bougie for me. That's too bougie for me.
Okay. Because I was looking up places to try this out. I heard it's the
Oh,
new
I gotta
the new
talk to
thing,
CJ.
the new wave, right?
Is it kind of like a hookah lounge?
So I
CJ,
found this
hit me up.
place. It's called Fat Ash Cigar Lounge.
Oh, I get it.
Nice.
I guess it's a play off of Fat Ass, maybe. I don't know. Fat Ash Cigar Lounge. It's in Kentucky.
The great state of Kentucky?
Yeah, it's the great state of Kentucky, bro.
Leave their number, their website,
So,
and the email.
So I was like, oh, cool.
Nice.
This showed up on my feed here. I'm like, I don't smoke cigars. Who does? Only Godfathers smoke cigars.
Damn right, baby.
You son of a
Godfathers
bitch.
do that, right? Oh, I mean, that's true.
Brody's from
Hey,
California,
John.
bro.
It is true. That's true. I'm getting text messages. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. I'll check it out. So, Fat Ash Cigar Lounge. Oh, wait. Vinny all over Ybor City. Oh, cool. I gotta go check one out.
Bro, I want to go live in Florida, bro. I want to live by Disney Springs, bro.
Jay does look like he's gonna drop
That
an
shit
album.
a
right?
whole vibe, bro.
Bro, either that or he's blind. He needs a cane to get
Can
somewhere.
you imagine, bro? Imagine you, like you were a bachelor, bro, with a nice townhouse, right where Disney Springs at, and you could go every day, every night, and just get bitches, bro.
And
But
go
you
to
would
a-
look like
go
a
to cigar
pedophile.
lounge.
No,
You
but
look
see,
like a
you can't go to the
pedophile by
cigar
all those
lounge.
kids.
You cannot go to the cigar lounge because look, Jay. Let's just roll off of what Jay said, right? You're fucking in Florida. You're vibing all day. You go to the beach. Everything
Great
good,
time.
right? Great time. You don't end the night at a cigar lounge because it's gonna be like fucking 60-year-old dudes with their balls hanging out by their knees,
But
like
listen.
just like, oh, let's talk about the good old years.
That's not
Bro,
true
no.
because, listen, when I grow up and I become a godfather of something,
Nice.
I want to do this.
Woo.
All right.
You could buy that Newman Ali, baby.
I wanna do this.
$250.
You get them heavy plated belts, though.
Listen, so I saw this post. I was like, oh, shit.
And you could have the glasses with the.
I know that scammer. It says vendors wanted, right? We are looking for vendors that support the cigar lifestyle who may want to showcase their business to cigar enthusiasts at my old Kentucky Herf on Saturday, May 14th.
Nice.
Pictured here is Josh Hammer of Hammer Designs.
Screams, I get pussy.
Boo.
Screams it.
But listen, this is what got me. This is what's made me say, man, I need a fucking cigar.
Oh no, baby.
Josh makes these killer heavy plated belts.
Oh snap. Well, you got to think about it, bro. To normal people, that is the best quality belt you can get, bro.
That's
Good
new one,
quality.
bro.
Good quality.
Because we're the ones
Same
that
as a
are-
Milliken.
We're the ones that are that know the.
I mean,
What
we're
am
into
I-
this
I'm
shit.
gonna
We're nerdy, bro.
disagree. I'm gonna disagree though. I'm gonna disagree with Jay
What are you talking?
because
about?
you got Colby Covington
Man, I don't
down
even
there
know
in
what you're talking
Miami,
about.
down there in Miami rocking Classic Shields King of Miami belt.
Ooh. Shout out to Classic Shields for that swag.
Beautiful belt, and I'm sure he didn't wait a year for it.
He paid
But
me up.
it ain't Newman Ali.
Hell no.
Ain't Newman Ali, baby. Good quality.
It ain't killer heavy plated belts, bro.
No, hell no.
All right, so I was reading this message just for more info. So, people in the community, they're like, fuck, I want more information on this.
Facts.
Where else can I get some killer heavy plated belts, man? And a cigar?
Treat yourself.
Yeah. So I checked out the comments. Oh, holy shit. Look what I found.
What did you find, baby?
This post was busy.
What happened?
Fields.
This post was busy. Hold on, let me say hi to the
They
people
make
real quick.
poorly made overseas.
Panetta. It's good, baby. God, I love Matt Panetta.
Panetta.
bro. Shout out to All Elite Belts, that new group. That's nice.
That's
Yeah,
Dick Panetta.
nice.
That's Dick Panetta.
Like that.
He's a known
Jack Soaps J,
scammer in the
you were
wrestling
sent a
belt
message.
hobby.
So when
Nice.
when you're
I'll
able to
check it out
see
then.
again, check it out.
I got you, bro.
Panetta, chill and eat some Canadian bacon, bro.
He has
Bro,
scammed tens of thousands of dollars.
What the fucking dog? Who the fuck is that guy?
Shout out to all these people in the comments.
Right?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Shout out to all these guys.
Where's Marabito at? When you need him for that?
I mean,
Yo, Mirabito's perfect. Yo, Mirabito, you cannot. Mirabito is a freaking Conor McGregor, bro. You can't tell that man.
Look at Kirbon.
Curbon
Yo,
Ali is
Curbon-
the biggest troll in the community, bro. Hands down.
I love
this dude.
yo, I love Cuba.
What the frick is Josh holding? Is that
Yo,
a baby or a
Cuba.
A
dog?
baby monkey, bro. So he wrote, both are scammers and looted thousands of dollars from Pakistan makers and also USA people liar jokers. He always does the clown face.
Yeah.
And then, of course, after all these comments, we get one random motherfucker. This wasn't Josh, by the way. That writes, my custom belt from Hammer is amazing. Look at all the support he
What
got.
he meant to say. My custom belt from Josh is amazing. I wear it when I smoke these cigars.
Shout out to Reese Day.
Don't be
Listen,
racist,
man.
bro.
Listen,
I'm not.
It's fucked up.
and so someone decided to message them personally, like privately, message this company, and be serious for a moment and say, so you guys support Mr. Hammer, who has scammed a bunch of people in the belt hobby. Just know he is a true piece of shit, and his boy Eddie Williams. Great job, by the way. He orders the belts overseas and charges a lot more, just so you know.
Oh, I didn't
But
see
look
it.
at the response from this company. I don't know you or Eddie Williams, but I am friends with Josh. I don't care about your feelings toward him or his belts, nor do I care about their origin, backstory, or the color of the hands that made them. Please do not post on my business's page again. So now, what this guy did
Floodgates?
was make sure we all post on every one of their posts.
Hashtag
Oh,
Fat Ash Cigar Lounge.
So I've added Fat Ash Cigar Lounge to one of my favorite places to visit on Facebook when I have the time. And I will remind them
when
every
did
day
y'all do this?
of what a beautiful
Yelp goes a
business they
long
are.
way with people.
I'm going to leave
Yelp's
a
a tool.
Google review.
So I'm
Right
going
now.
to, I mean, I'm sure they're on Yelp,
I'm in
sure
total shock. I didn't know this.
Google reviews. Like,
It's a surprise, bro. Oh,
you can't even like question like where is this information coming from? What are you talking about? Message one person. Be like, what are you guys talking about? No.
It's blind faith, bro.
All right. So here's, we'll see what happens in the next week.
I'm
All right,
leaving
so
a review
Yelp.
on Google for them.
All right. You get Google. I'll do Google and Yelp. I'll do it all. I don't care. I got time. No, that's true. I noticed that too. So, but anyway, guys, check it out. It's a really nice professional place. Right here.
Quality
Fat
cigarettes,
Ash
right,
Cigar
Joey?
Lounge.
Good quality cigars, baby. They make the best.
By the way,
Are they receiving stolen property?
You know, Newman Ali would make a better PTM hat, you son of a
I don't
bitch.
know, man.
That's
MJF
probably where
is-
their cigars come from, too, to be honest. Josh
By the
probably
way,
has one of the makers
MJF
making
is leaving
cigars.
AEW.
Did you see when his contract expires, though? I seen this, and I was like, what? His contract doesn't
2024.
expire until 2024.
Bro, watch this. I want you guys to see this, all right? He was talking to, who's that guy, Joey? Ariel, what's his name?
Ariel Helwani.
He had a great shoot interview with
I
MJF.
can't stand Ariel, man.
But yo, he got the real MJF. Like, he got out of character MJF. It was really incredible to see. But there's this one clip that got me, and I want you guys to see this. Check this out.
Have you ever had a conversation with anyone from the McMahon family, Triple H, Pritchard, like anyone in a position
Bruce
of power
Pritchard
there?
and me, this is a shoot. Bruce Pritchard and me, everything I say is a shoot. Bruce Pritchard and me go way back. When he was in MLW, he was one of the lead producers there. And I mean, he would watch me do promos. And I mean, he was floored by me, absolutely enamored by me. I was the prettiest girl at the ball. And we would just sit down, we'd shoot the shit. And I love Bruce. I think Bruce is a hell of a guy and has a hell of a mind. I think he produces incredible television. And so, yes, I've talked to Bruce multiple times. As far as how I've been reached out to, legally, it's not smart for me to answer that question. But what I can say emphatically is there's an absurd amount of interest in me. Tony Khan knows that. Tony Khan claims he's not afraid of that, and that's good. So I hope you're not afraid to shell out a lot of fucking money.
Bro.
Do not go to WWE. I'm going to be that guy.
Cody's getting for a hard time, man.
Yep.
Bro.
I'm saying.
It's very hard because you see MJF with Chris Van Vliet, doesn't break character at all. You see him at signings, don't break character at all. In this, you see him break character a little bit.
He does a little bit. Yeah.
He
You gotta
shows
watch
you,
it.
like an actual side.
I highly recommend this interview just for that. Just to see kind of, it's half the real MJ. But listen, let's be real here. MJF is in it for the money, right? Anyone would be. And if WWE throws out, which they can, a ton of money to this kid, say they throw him, let's make a number. All right?
50 million.
All right. Fuck no. Brock Lesnar will fucking burn the place down.
He would, bro. Let's
say
say
$6 million a year. $6 million a year. Because what's Brock? 10? 9 or 10?
Brock's like 10 or 15 or something like that.
I think Brock's like 9 or 10, right? Let's just say 6. Let's
I
say
got a lot of money
AEW
back.
offers him 3, 4. Okay? And let's say WWE offers him $6 million a year. You're MJF. An extra $2 million a year. $2 million a year.
But what you will lose, you're gonna lose the hype of your character, the hype of who you are when you sign and WWE does the stupid shit that they do.
They're not going to
with
let you
all the
talk the way he talks.
stars. Yeah,
That's
they're not
true.
gonna let him do. They're not gonna let him do any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can you
then-
imagine? Can you imagine the Make-A-Wishes that the WWE does if you had MJF?
Now, if they got MJF, okay, if they got MJF, and MJF said, listen, I'll sign with you, but you gotta let me do promos my way.
Creative control, they won't do it.
I don't think they'll do that.
No, he won't. He doesn't do creative control.
You know what's? It reminds me like when you're talking about the money.
True.
The money aspect of it.
Mhm.
So I'm listening yesterday. It was from 83 Weeks with Bischoff and Conrad.
Great.
It was
That's a
from-
great podcast, by the way.
Yeah, I
83
was
weeks.
watching the one episode from 3 years ago. It was about the creation of the NWO. And when he said he brung in Scott Hall and Nash, he said they were not getting Sting money. Sting was the highest paid in WCW at that time. Guess how much he was making?
Nice.
How much was Sting making?
$750,000 a year. So Hall and Nash got $400,000. $400,000 with like 198, dates. But like you look at that money at that time, like can you imagine if that was now? Like if Hall and Nash, the
Oh my
NWO was
God.
happening now with today's money, what would that money be like if they jump shipped now?
Nice.
Now, Joseph says Cody may be in for a tough time, though. At the same time, Vince tends to respect guys who branch out into promoting different aspects of the business. Now, Cody, for me, here's the thing. Here's my opinion on this Cody situation. Cody left AEW at the right time. All right. Cody, he's a money guy. You could tell. He's all about the flashy, and dude, his lifestyle is crazy. He's all about the dollar. Now he's going to WWE. You know he's getting paid. I don't think Cody really cares about legacy and all that as much as you think he does, because he's already rich. He's rich.
Wasn't he
now
like
he's just stacking that paper for retirement?
Wasn't he rich in 2016 when he was Stardust?
Oh, dude, he was already rich.
Okay, then. So why was he so frustrated with the Stardust character?
Well, because the Stardust character was awful, but he was only making $500,000. They offered him $500,000 to stay.
That's
AEW, yeah, $500,000 to stay. AEW offers you a couple million and vice president and this control of something.
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's because his character, he was. I mean, Stardust was a crappy, character from creative. But if he went out and made a name for himself, kind of upped it up. To us WWE guys, outside looking in, Cody's never been a star.
Yeah,
he's been NWA champion. He's been Ring of Honor champion. He's had all that, but to us, I don't see Cody Rhodes as WWE champion.
No, they're going to give it to him though.
But the difference between Cody and MJF, though, Cody is going to go to WWE and just blend in. He's just going to blend in with the talent. He's not. He got his bag, and he's just going to blend in with the talent.
Well, he's been
MJF, but MJF only has one shtick. He's a good wrestler, but he's a one shtick pony.
It's his mouth, man.
And so 6 months into him not being able to use his mouth, bro, they're gonna release him, and it's gonna be.
And he's lost 6 months, and now you're washed. And imagine if it's not 6 months, if they keep him for 3 years, because they keep him on because they don't want AEW to pick him up.
Right.
And when the hype dies down, release him. And now he's trying to find a job, but you're not the same MJF from before. They had you do like a pony show or something. They had you do something stupid. Like, you're not the same guy. Like, it would be bad for him to go into WWE.
If WWE's like, yo, $5 million a year, and Khan's like, we'll give you 3, he'd be mentally handicapped to turn down the 3 and have the freedom that he has with AEW.
I would,
but he makes more.
If I'm MJF or Cody, I sign a 1-year contract. Because if you sign a 3-year contract and they don't do nothing with you and they handicap you, you're stuck.
Mm-hmm. They may not offer that, though. They may say 3-year minimum, 4-year minimum. Here's the thing with the Cody situation, though. I respect Cody Rhodes. I think what he's done in the last 3-4 years with himself is incredible. He's really upped his value, when it comes to the pro wrestling, business.
His promos are amazing. When
They're
you hear
great.
him talk, you feel like his energy.
You feel the energy.
The
He
emotion.
connects with the audience. He really does know how to connect. Now, the problem is he's going to get that initial pop, that excitement from WWE. It's going to be it's going to be on the internet. It's going to be the buzz for the next, month.
It's going to be the night after Raw.
He's going to win the title immediately, right? Next pay-per-view, like WrestleMania Backlash, he'll win the title.
You think
Something
he'll win it that
stupid.
close?
No, but you know how WWE books, man.
You really
By
think they'll
SummerSlam.
do that?
By SummerSlam, he'll get that shit to him
I
real
think
quick.
he'll have a feud with the champion, which I think will be Roman. And by SummerSlam, he'll be in the main event against
Or do
Roman
they
at
even
SummerSlam.
do they just quickly toss the Intercontinental on him since it doesn't matter right now? Give him a belt.
No, you got to push him to the top.
But you see, that's what you push him, you give him the Intercontinental, so you put a strap on him, and then now you can work a storyline. But that's thinking logically.
But here's the thing, though. Once that dies, once he wins the title, it's over. It's done. Because once he loses that belt, they're going to do shit with him. And they're going to keep him on there just to prove a point to AEW, because Vince is like that, bro. Vince likes to take things that are a success and destroy them because he didn't create it. That's what he does with NXT.
But I'm gonna say some shit. I'm gonna say some shit to piss people off. Look at Roman. Look at Brock. I'm sorry, Roman's still his ass. He's just still his ass. For the first part of his title run, it was the same shtick. He go out there, get his ass whooped, the Usos bail him out, and
Isn't
keep
that
his
what
title.
he's still doing?
Now he'll kind of get some licks in there, but it's the same thing. Brock at least appears to be having more fun this time around.
What up, Jamie?
But there's no story, there's no build. So after Brock and Roman happen, what's next?
Right.
Who? What?
You got to give Roman a fresh challenger, which I think could be Cody Rhodes.
But for what?
But the same thing with Roman is the same thing that happened with Hollywood Hogan in the NWO. He had the NWO pretty much help him win all these matches when he became Hollywood Hogan.
But the problem is in NWO, the NWO had more talent than the entire top tier of the WWE right now.
I understand, but Roman is still the biggest guy in WWE. He's still over.
Bro, when I was at that live show, this is the dark show that I went to in Boston.
Well, you went to the WWE Live, right?
Yeah, when
House show.
Roman, when like all the stars that would come out, you go, yeah, you know, but when Roman came in, bro, that place went off. When Roman came in for his main event match, the roof, like people just cheered.
When you're
He's
at a
over
live,
like Rover, baby.
I
Free,
agree.
CJ. I do it for free.
When me and James went to SmackDown last year, when it was Cena and Roman were going to have a feud, it was right after pay-per-view where Cena came back. When Roman came out, even though he's a heel, the crowd cheered. The crowd went nuts. If you go to a live event, WWE, Roman's going to get cheered, man. People just
they love Roman.
gravitate to him because of that tribal chief gimmick. Because you got pushed, the good guy got pushed down your throat for so long.
Yep.
It's good to be a bad guy.
But that's my long-term issue is fine. Roman's over. Nobody disputes that, right? But there's nothing behind him. Like they tried Big E. I know he's got his neck broken now. What's his face? I'm drawing a blank right now. But there's nobody behind him. There's nobody worth the draw. Drew McIntyre is not worth the draw.
No. Listen,
That's the problem. That's the problem with WWE.
that's the exact problem.
They are building with Roman, Brock, and all these guys like Edge, and all that.
But
when
then
they
what?
Retired,
What's the then what?
That's the problem. That's what Heyman was doing when he was in charge of Raw. He's like, yo, you got to build towards the future.
Yeah.
Same thing happened after the Attitude Era when we got into ruthless aggression. Somebody has to grab it and take it. You're going to have that after they leave. You got to build towards the future. But right now, you have to get to Roman's level. Like someone has to come out and get like a pop like Roman to beat him. Who is it? Nobody right now. So Roman's going to hold on to that belt.
I don't think Roman holds on to the belt. I think Brock goes over, but there might be some shenanigans involved. But the whole thing is just
Or Roman goes over with Paul Heyman's help, something like that to continue the story.
You could, but you got to think about it. We're thinking about it logically, right?
Sure.
WWE can fuck up a wet dream.
Oh, they already do.
And they have
every Monday and Friday.
Yes.
Every Monday
Just
and Friday, my wet dreams are fucked. But here, I think this is the exact reason why they're bringing in Cody, because they have no one else. They really, you're right, Joey. They have nobody behind Roman, and I don't even consider Roman a draw. I really don't. I don't consider Roman a draw whatsoever. Brock is the only draw WWE has right now. Even Ronda Rousey is not a draw. I see Ronda Rousey on the card. I could give two shits. The women's division is god awful right now. It's depleted. It's fucked. The Becky Lynch gimmick is awful.
I treat Charlotte like Roman. I'm sorry, Charlotte's the best. Like Roman, like right now is at the top. So is Charlotte. Like I don't think Ronda should beat Charlotte.
I agree with Joey. Like I don't think Ronda should beat Joey or Charlotte, but
she could beat Joey. I mean,
again, no shit. But again, the way they don't do stories and stuff like that, the women's division actually has a little bit of talent, right? Once Bayley comes back, you got Sasha, you got Bianca, you have talent there. But again, your stories, your build up, everything is just trash. Your
Right.
business side of it is trash.
Right. Wow.
Thank
Why?
you, CJ. You go, girl.
I mean,
CJ.
shout out to Joey, by the way. You got,
Do you know-
got the
do you-
quarterback I wanted.
Do you know why Deshaun Watson went to Cleveland over Philadelphia?
I want to know this.
There's actually 17 more massage parlors in Cleveland than Philadelphia.
Yo, why we got to open up some massage parlors?
Damn right. We're going to show them every one of them.
God damn it.
Nice.
All right,
I'm
let's see what
getting
Mark
my
Thomas
Watson
says here.
jersey with the number 22 on the back. So
I'm predicting that the reason the big gold 3D hasn't come out yet is because as soon as Roman wins, he's going to say, I'm a king. And what does a king deserve?
I'm fine with
Gold?
that.
That's logical. I don't know if WWE is that smart.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They love that logo, don't they? They love that network
because
logo,
you know, want to know
man.
why? I heard that they're going to put like the baseball teams. You know how they give like a baseball team?
Yeah.
You win the World Series, they give you the belt with your team
The
side
side
plates on
plates.
the side.
Yeah.
I heard they're going to start selling that on the shop.
That's
So they
fine.
made
Let
a
that be
deal,
their
I guess?
branding belt. Yeah. Like,
They love that logo, man. That logo, and it's to me, it's an ugly logo. From the day it came out, when the network dropped, and I saw that logo, I
when
went,
The
"What
Rock
the
introduced it
fuck
on Raw?"
Is this? Oh, I was like, dude, this looks awful. Even like keep the scratch. I was so used to the scratch, and then I see this pointy looking fucking piece of shit logo, and I'm like, oh
Yeah, I
my
think
god,
they're
that's
selling
their
them
new
now.
logo.
They're selling them now with the baseball. So Vinny could buy a Philadelphia Phillies side plates for the
Bro,
belt.
give me them Eagles side, please. Shout out Philadelphia Eagles.
Nick Sirianni.
No quarterback. No
yeah,
quarterback.
hey, but props to Deshaun. I will give Deshaun that. You know, I'll joke about Deshaun. But do you know why he refused to go to Philly?
No, I have no idea. Why?
And this is true story. This is actually true story. Philly presented a package and a contract, but Philly's Deshaun is really good friends with Jalen Hurts, and was like, "Yo, I'm not doing that to my boy. I'm not going to Philly."
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
So that's
Bro,
why.
chill the
That's
fuck
why.
out.
He,
First of all, Jack Soaps, we got to talk.
Facts.
We got to talk. I had a conversation with Tim the other night, and I got a little pissed. For a dude who's smart and has business, who's business savvy, for a dude to talk as much shit about Rocky V as he does, he can kiss my ass. He can kiss my fucking
I
ass.
fucking love Rocky.
We're gonna talk our
I don't-
contract.
Here's
Rocky
my problem with
Five, one of my favorites.
I mean, I like it, but I don't get how that kid is like 8 years older from Rocky 4 to Rocky 5 in like a week.
Besides the growth spurt issues in all the Rocky films,
Puberty.
Rocky V is underrated. All right.
Suspend reality a little bit, Joey.
But I do want to talk something here. You guys submitted to me. Yes. All right, so we have best and worst, 2 categories. You guys submitted to me your worst WrestleManias.
We did.
This is top of your list. You did, Jay. You submitted it probably 4 times. I got you, baby, but I got you.
Oh, Jay, we're gonna
Nice.
fight on this one.
All right. And I'm gonna one by one, you're gonna announce the worst WrestleMania, and you're gonna give us a little, 45-second to a minute spiel as to why you chose this one. Jones, as far as I'm concerned, Mike Jones, I'm glad you're hiding backstage. I'm absolutely 100% glad because that's for your protection. After we announce what your worst WrestleMania is, how fucking dare you? Out of all the WrestleManias you could have chosen as the worst one, which I think me and Joey's pick is by far the worst WrestleMania ever produced, ever conceived. How the fuck do you choose the one you chose? God damn it. And I'm looking at an icon because his camera's off and I don't give a fuck. Fuck's wrong with you? We'll get to that. Fuck.
Say it again. Say it again because it
God
is blasphemy.
fuck.
Jay over
we'll
there
start with
rocking in
you.
his chair, but
Jay, please announce to us your worst WrestleMania choice of all time.
WrestleMania 9 was trash.
WrestleMania 9 for Jay Cross. Jay, can you explain to the people why WrestleMania 9
First of all,
was trash?
The first reason is because, Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan happened, and Hogan with a black eye, I don't know how he got, but he won the WWF Championship, trying to keep himself as relevant as he always does. Then you have The Undertaker getting chloroformed by Giant Gonzalez, which I find that match to be the most hilarious part of the streak when they would do the countdown of how many people he did.
All right, your time's up. Your time's
beating up. That was trash. And one more. The fact that fucking Lex Luger's bitch ass was in the fucking WrestleMania to begin with as the narcissist. Yeah, you narcissist piece of shit. I hope you drop dead, asshole.
And that was Jay Cross.
Wow.
So he chose WrestleMania 9.
You want to know what, Jay? You want to know why WrestleMania 9 was so good? Because this man had the best entrance.
Bro.
The narcissist.
Bro.
Just for you, Jay. Just for you.
I'm going to be honest. You're muted,
muted.
Poppy. You're muted. Easy.
You're going to talk shit about Taker coming back from the fucking chloroform attack
Bro, you're stuck in the 80s.
and handling Giant Gonzalez, bro.
No, you
don't like
80s.
Shawn Michaels? Yeah,
Doink
versus
versus
the double
Crush.
The double doink?
What are you doing?
Shawn Michaels and Tatanka? Steiner's and the head
If you
shrinkers?
think that WrestleMania 9 is a good WrestleMania,
Bro, you think you know people. You think you know people. Take another drink.
Easy. Real quick. 10 seconds. Why do you disagree with WrestleMania 9?
Bro, I just said it right now. Undertaker coming back from the chloroform. The narcissist coming out. Doink handling Crush. Bro, I can keep going.
Joey Vicious, real quick. Why do you disagree with
my favorite
WrestleMania 9?
WrestleMania. I love it. The outdoor,
The look,
the Roman
right?
Coliseum, the look. I mean, it had some good matches.
Who
I mean,
are you
it's
people?
not bad. There's worse WrestleManias than that. I mean,
Thank
there's
you, Nico.
worse times than that. There's like 8-8, what is it, 2021, was it? 2020?
Yeah, what was that? I got a video about that, right?
Oh, bro.
The creation of something? What was that?
That was the worst. I'll admit that.
The
But I was a
hacker?
part of that, Jay. I'll hold that all with you.
No, hold on, but the hacker, like somebody's wrestling ego is the hacker?
Let me ask you a question. Aren't you still paying for coins?
100%. Hey,
Aren't you still
and
paying for coin?
they're fantastic.
Oh, wait, you're the
I
one
love the
paying-
name on the back.
Fantastic quality.
What's the name on the... Did you get your name put on the back?
I did get my name put on my back. I got my daddy's name put on the back.
No, you know who we
Yeah.
got? You know who's Ethan's name is on? You know what name is on the back of Ethan's coin?
Was it?
The guy that Jay created. The Patrino.
That is true because he
Don't say
created
that.
somebody.
He's gonna
You know,
get mad. Karma.
I'll post. No, hold
Hey,
on, hold on. I'm gonna post the video of the
Karma.
creation later on PTM's page, so
Go ahead.
people know what they're talking about. I'll post the video.
Karma.
Go ahead, Jay.
Karma. Bro,
Padrino.
he's gonna get mad, bro. I didn't create you. That's not true. Don't say that. You created yourself, King.
Hold on. Anybody
Bro,
in the
you
crowd?
stuck him-
Take him up. This
You
is
hold
Jay.
on, hold on. You stuck him in the backseat of Vinny's Maxima, and you
No,
made him say some of, or whoever's
Thunder did
fucking, and put
Thunder.
some fucking, made him say some fake
Thunder was
Italian
Acura.
shit.
It was an
No, no, no.
Acura. It was an
Bro,
Acura.
Thunder went upstairs and was like, "Yo, you gotta get mass serious." I can
Hey.
see Thunder being mass serious.
Go
Hey,
just
you
go
ready?
to
You gotta
PTM's
get
page. I'll post a couple second clip. Make sure you
post
like,
it.
subscribe, and
We'll
do all
post
that.
it. We'll
This was
post it.
Jay. This was Jay. Padrino.
You know, no, but when he said that, I went, what the fuck does that mean? And he went, I was like, yo, that's gold, bro. I like that shit.
Bro,
I liked it. And then we showed
let's
Carmine.
not
He's
do
like,
things on lack of sleep. Because
Yo,
So
when we
you're
showed
calling
Carmine-
Carmine the Godfather?
when we showed Carmine, he went, goddamn right.
Dude, Carmine got so hard. He was like wood popping out of a glitter bomb. He was like,
goddamn right,
"Ah."
you know? All right.
You did that.
Easy E, it's time for your worst wrestle. Let's give you this one because worst WrestleMania of all time. This is of all time.
All time.
We have 37 to choose from.
Mind you, But mind you, 1 and 2 are already like, those are just kind of in the books.
They're blah.
Yeah.
They're blah.
Take a pass.
All right, Ethan,
So-
what is it?
WrestleMania 8.
Oh,
Terrible.
WrestleMania 8.
I know the Warrior came back and everything like that, but what was WrestleMania about it? I mean, you had your Owen Hart versus Skinner match that lasted a minute. Lasted a minute. Your Rick Martel versus Tatanka, I did my research too, versus Tatanka lasted 4 minutes. So, I mean, it's just terrible. Like, it is literally like somebody calling Carmine a Padrino and calling it WrestleMania, and you do it and you make him a character now. Thanks, Jay.
9.
So WrestleMania 8 for Ethan. I mean, that wasn't a bad pick. WrestleMania. I mean,
No,
WrestleMania 8 was pretty bad.
I think if they would have gone, I mean, it wasn't bad because Brett and Piper told a great story with the Intercontinental title match.
I agree. Yes.
But
That was the one match.
But you know what? If they would have went with the original card, it was supposed to be Flair versus Hogan, Sid versus Taker, Shawn Michaels versus Marty Jannetty, but we already know what happened with Marty, and Jake versus Macho Man. That would have been a better card.
All right, so Joey says why he disagrees with WrestleMania 8. Jay, why do you disagree with WrestleMania 8 as the pick?
Yeah, enlighten me.
Like I said, Hogan came back at WrestleMania 9 and tried to stop the new generation from coming in.
This guy's
What the
so
fuck?
high right now.
How is this?
Yo,
going?
excuse us, people.
We're on
You
the
see
wrong
what we have to deal
WrestleMania.
with.
We're on
You're in the
WrestleMania
complete
8.
No,
wrong
I'm
WrestleMania.
explaining-
Oh, go ahead.
The Ultimate Warrior came back in WrestleMania 8,
Listen,
Padrino.
No, what I am telling you is he's asking me why am I disagreeing with your pick as worse?
So in
He's right.
reference
He's right.
WrestleMania
That makes
9.
sense. That makes
And
sense.
exactly, and I'm telling you that mine is worse because Hogan came in and stuck himself in a match and became champion.
He's right.
But that doesn't make it the worst because you had so
But what
many
were
other
things you
good
liked about
matches.
8? What were things you
Okay.
liked about 8?
I didn't like shit about 8.
He's more of a ruthless aggression guy.
Yeah,
Jay's a ruthless aggression.
ruthless aggression, attitude era.
If
I
you didn't
don't-
like shit about 8, doesn't that make
So you're like a Gianni,
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
Well, no, Gianni's a ruthless
With-
attitude.
with the
Ruthless
driver's
attitude.
license?
Hey, it's the era that gave us the
Oh,
most.
you
money,
know what was
baby.
great about 8 too? Guess what? They did a promo with this guy.
Did they do a promo for him?
yeah.
Yo,
yeah, for
that-
Ico Pro. For Ico Pro.
Ico Pro.
That
Shut
chick,
up,
Miss
Ico
Elizabeth,
Pro, bro.
That chick, Miss Elizabeth, getting Luger hooked up on drugs.
Ethan.
Man,
All right, so me and Joey are going to do this together
Yes.
because we have some common sense. All right?
second place. This is my second place.
This one, I don't even want to show Jones's because it's embarrassing as a brand, as a podcast.
Jones is gonna get lynched.
I can't believe.
Ooh, don't
this
say that, Joey.
motherfucker-
Joey,
this
don't say that.
motherfucker- Bro, they'll
Wow.
take him back in time to Jenga Unchained. What is it?
Right.
Jenga Unchained.
Don't
They'll
say
chain
those.
his ass back up.
Somebody's been hanging out with Carmine a
ready?
little too much in chat.
Delicious, as he said. You ready for this? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't agree with this being the worst WrestleMania of all time, then you're blind, deaf, mute, and dumb. Okay? For God's sake, if you were able to sit through this fucking nonsense,
I'm gonna disagree.
this garbage, this trash ass, silent, empty fucking building piece of shit event where all you heard, you could hear the echo of the commentators in the building. Okay? You could hear the wrestlers scream as they're selling shit. You could hear the referee count, and you can tell them that you have 2 minutes left. You can hear everything. This was,
have to
and
agree.
of course you have. Who was the fucking host of this? Joey, the football player, wasn't there? Gronkowski.
Oh, Gronk, yeah.
Yeah.
This was all in all one of the absolute worst pay-per-view events of all time.
Until
And to
this year.
have 2 nights of this bullshit. Fuck. Whoever paid for this, I feel bad for you. Bad for you. You reach out to your fucking cable company tonight and you argue this shit.
Dumbass, you paid for it too. You were on the network.
I was on the network and I wanted my fucking $10 back for that month after I saw this bullshit.
Yeah, I called the network like, yo, can I get my $10 back this
For
month?
fuck's sake. WrestleMania 30 fucking whatever it was.
36.
After I saw this, Joey, now listen, I gave it a chance. I was like, you know what? It was the beginning of COVID. I'm like, you know what? I'll sit there and watch this shit just to get out of it. But man, as soon as it started, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so awkward and cringe. That Goldberg match.
Oh,
Oh man.
2 nights of this bullshit.
Bro,
And
welcome
then
to
I knew
2022.
And that, listen, the Undertaker match, that
Graveyard.
What they call that type of match where the cinematic.
Oh, with the Fiend and Cena. Oh.
It's like a bad wrestling movie. It's like Mr. Nanny. You know what I'm saying? It felt like that. All right. Ethan, why do you disagree with WrestleMania 36?
I don't. That's my number 2.
So it's right up there.
Yeah, it's right there. I really wish I could. I put WrestleMania 1 and 2 above that one. It's just terrible.
You know what?
It was bad.
You know what? Vinny will know this. Remember when you start 2K22, okay?
No.
And you're starting with Drew Gulak and you're in a ring. It reminded me of WrestleMania 36. You're at the frickin' PC Center. No crowd, nothing. My second worst WrestleMania is WrestleMania 11. Terrible.
That's up there too. That was really bad.
All around.
Yes.
No good matches.
Yes. Now, here's the thing. I understand there was a pandemic. I understand that. I'm not saying that. Now, that's not an excuse. You could realistically, you could have skipped that year. And keep WrestleMania at the level it should have been kept. Mm-hmm. It felt so bad. I disagree with them running WrestleMania.
Goldberg walking out with security in an empty center.
I'm very pessimistic. So what's going to be different than this year?
Fans.
No. You have Logan Paul.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Johnny
but you have
Knoxville.
fans, you
This
have
is
the
going to
crowd.
be. No, this is. It doesn't matter. There's no amount of crowd that's going to change the place of this year. Is going to be the third worst WrestleMania in my book in the history.
No, the one thing that separates the one that me and Joey chose from everything else, at least you have like a stage to look at. You have something that's massive to kind of keep your attention. You know it's going to be a bad event. You go in knowing it's going to be bad. You set the expectations super low for yourself. Here's a word of advice for anyone going into a good 7-8 hour WWE event. Keep your expectations extremely low. Go in knowing that you're an idiot for watching this shit, but it's still something to watch.
I mean, last year's was kind of funny with the rain delay.
Oh, dude.
But if you go on Peacock and you watch WrestleMania 36, something's wrong with you. Like,
Bro, yeah, that has zero replay value. Zero. Jay, what'd you think of the pandemic WrestleMania? Honestly, what'd you think of it?
I'm gonna disagree because number one, bro, it brought us together.
That's true. No, you know what?
This group right here.
That's true.
But we're actually talking about WrestleMania.
That's true.
Shut up.
That's true.
And the people here in this community brought us together during that time. But also,
no, it was
too,
before that.
No,
it was way
during
before that.
No.
Yes.
It was like our first WrestleMania together, is what he's saying.
Yeah, like it was, But then, here's the thing: these people put on a show and had to get creative because of the pandemic. There was a global pandemic. I don't know if y'all forgot that shit, but there was a whole people were dying by the numbers, bro.
Not Eddie. EW. Just throwing that out there. I mean, I had COVID. I had COVID. I mutilated it in 2 days, unvaccinated.
You know what would have made
Get some.
WrestleMania 36 better if they would have had the narcissist entrance from WrestleMania 9 with the girls. Just
I
saying.
agree with you, Joey. I agree with you.
With the girls and the little fireworks, and the fire.
Miss Elizabeth
But I do
Headstone.
like that there's different, there's different feelings towards this WrestleMania.
Bro,
Some people said, some people do
was-
agree with Jay that,
was-
they put on the best show they could.
They tried. So you just put up this face and got disgusted at the boneyard and the cinematic.
Yeah, I didn't like
matches.
it.
I enjoyed it because obviously Undertaker can't wrestle the way he used to wrestle, right? Not doing good, and it's like put them out there to do their little thing, and I found it entertaining. I found that the Cena versus Bray Wyatt thing, while a little bit silly, it still told a good storyline story. If you watch it, they play over John Cena saying, I'm going to finally get rid of the most overhyped, yada, 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 yada superstar ever in the WWE history. He was talking about Bray, but Bray played over all the images of John Cena. It was good storytelling. But again, they went out there and put on a show when there was a whole pandemic going out there. So imagine how it felt for them.
I give them credit for putting on a show during a pandemic and no crowd, but there's no amount of weed on this planet that'll make the Boneyard match any kind of good.
Yeah. So here, Jay, do you like Hulkamania? Were you tired with him by 93, right?
Bro, I was 3 years old in 93.
Okay, so looking back, were you tired of it? The Hulkamania thing?
When I started noticing wrestling when I was 5, yeah.
Okay.
It was... I remember seeing stuff and be like, oh my God, Hogan is everywhere. Hogan spaghetti, Hogan pasta.
Now, let me go back to the WrestleMania 9. If Hogan doesn't interfere in that match and wins the title, you don't get the end of Hulkamania at King of the Ring against Yokozuna.
There's a silver lining to WrestleMania 9 is what he's saying. No. It kind of the end of Hulk Hogan.
Yep. In WWF.
It kind of was the end. Until, of course...
Was Miss Elizabeth live during that?
The Hollywood era.
Ethan, come on.
I'm just curious. No, I'm actually.
I mean, who can turn down this, gentlemen?
That was our worst WrestleManias, ladies and gentlemen. What'd you guys think? Now, listen. If me and Joey had to choose, if we had to eliminate WrestleMania 36 as a pick, all right,
WrestleMania 11,
I would have gone 11 as well. I really would have.
No good
11,
matches.
11
you
was
me
terrible.
A good match on WrestleMania 11.
11 was terrible. All right, so
out
now
of all the matches, that would have been the best match.
Yeah, but it wasn't that good. I mean, that wasn't even in the main event.
Yeah, but
there is a positive to this. We all chose our favorite WrestleMania matches individually. But before we do that, and before we get to Jones's pick, all right, ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't cleaning yourself with a Jack soap, fuck's wrong with you? He's got a special going on right now. He actually put this on his website. You got the Vegas Bath Bomb on sale.
Baby.
$5.99, and it says it's on sale from $150.
I want to keister one of those.
I'm telling you right now, but there's a ton of options to choose. The soap is actually really good. I use it every day. It feels good. It makes your skin feel good. There's different scents. Whatever you want, it's there. Even if you want to take care of your lady. Everyone just pinch your nipples real quick. Let's do it.
Stay tuned for the video because Crystal made herself some little Jack soaps holders so she can slather up and then
man,
what the hell is going on?
If we can't sell it, we'll make sure we can have
we'll get it
Mrs.
sold.
Easy E sell it. All right,
we'll get it sold.
But I'll tell you now, if you go to jacksoaps.com, use code PTM, you get 15% off. 15% off. Oh, it does remind me of Val Venus.
It really does.
It does.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Saving
Jack soaps.
Saving Ryan's privates.
Jack soaps.
What is going on in the comments, bro?
I'm telling you, bro.
What?
All right, so
What's wrong with y'all?
Mike Jones. I can't believe I'm showing this. I really can't believe I'm showing this. I don't get it. Guys, I don't condone this pick. I don't agree with it whatsoever.
Was it the Ahmed Johnson one?
But this man said the worst WrestleMania of all time, compared to 36, compared to 11, compared to all the bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, this man picked WrestleMania 3. I got to get a booing sound. WrestleMania 3.
Disowned.
I don't get it. Now, I can maybe explain. Now, here he is. Here we go. Here's a statement from Mike Jones. WrestleMania 3 is the worst, the most overrated Mania of all time. It's known for 2 matches. One was all hype, and the other is the most overrated Intercontinental Championship match of all time. This is coming from a man who said that Logan Paul belongs in WWE 2K22.
And Ahmed Johnson is the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all times.
All right, so here's, let the comments flood, and here we go. Come on, bro. What? Pardon me?
Jones, you're fired.
Hold on. Even Jack Soaps says, wow, I take back all the bad things I said about Vinny today after this pick.
WrestleMania 3 had 93,000 people.
Platinum Swords.
It's the side of the World Series.
Jones is literally having people unsubscribe. By the way, guys, if you disagree with Jones's pick, hit like on the video right underneath. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. But God Almighty, it be your own people, Drew. It be your own people.
Today we gained Carmine, but we lost Mike Jones, bro.
We lost Mike Jones, bro.
You know what? Mike Jones's name deserves to be on the back of every fucking coin from now on. Okay, with that
you can't even defend it. Like, I'm sorry, Mike. Like, me and Mike are boys, but you just can't defend this pick.
Jones ate some bath salts. That's how strong the Jack Soaps bath salts are.
I got a question. Is that as worse as putting Macho Man on the back of a tag coin?
Let me tell you something.
Well, he clearly held the tag coin.
This is worse than that.
Clearly held the tag coin.
This is worse than that. I almost called Mike Jones's family and wanted to do a check on him. You know, a mental, physical, emotional, all that.
It's called a welfare check.
When he sent you that message, that WrestleMania 3 was his worst. What did you do? Like,
I had to throw it in there. Sorry. I'm sorry. It just happened. You know. Well, I got you, Jones.
Be your own people, man.
What? When Jones sent you that message for his pick, what did you think? Like, did you have to double take it?
No, I said, "Yo, not your favorite, your worst." And he went, "No, that's it." And I sat there and just looked at my phone.
You know what? And I'll make Jones feel a little bad. You know what? WrestleMania 3 is my second favorite WrestleMania. That was the first WrestleMania. It was the first WrestleMania VHS ever got. Mom came home from work. Friend was working at a VHS store. Bro, she bought it for me. Bro, I wore that fucking tape out.
It's such a great WrestleMania. Just the environment of it, how massive it was for the time, going from, from arena to a stadium like that. It was incredible.
Welcome to WrestleMania 3.
And dude, there's 10 WrestleManias that are worse than that.
I'm going to agree with Jones. Jones, you need to sage your house right now, bro.
Jones.
Like, I'm not for that witchcraft shift, but sage your house.
And who sang "America the Beautiful"? Aretha
Franklin.
All right, so we're gonna go to now something positive. Don't forget, guys, join the group scammersofthebelt.com. You can go here and keep up to date on all your scamming needs.
Is Eddie there twice?
Yeah. Well, we don't know who the other guy is with the mask.
Why does J-Mar look like Gianni?
We're trying to figure that out, because that's basically what Gianni is a liar. So I mean, it makes sense. But you got
No, he spins.
I love Gianni though. But yeah, the guy with the mask on, we're still not sure who that is yet. We'll find out soon. I got my people on it.
It might be an EW doppelganger.
You can just go to scammersofthebelt.com to get to the group.
That's a good quality page, baby.
That's it. It's a good quality page. Pretty funny, actually. Post your memes, your stories, your screenshots. That's what it's for.
I mean, look at Rico. He's like,
Rico Suave. All right, so we're gonna turn it into something positive, right? We got all that negative energy out. Positive. All right, Jay.
Hold on. Crystal, give me your sage.
Yeah, sage the crib.
Sage,
Jay.
come behind me and sage me.
Your favorite WrestleMania match of all time.
The Iron Man match, 1996. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hitman Hart.
And what about this match got you, Jay, that like makes you go back and say, nah, this is the fucking match?
First of all, you have the
entrance.
two goats. Okay? The two goats of all time. The story being told, building up to the match. I remember that. I watched those Raws. I literally go back to that. They even had promos of Shawn working out.
Yeah, I
Bret
remember
working out. Them talk like it looked like some boxing shit was about to go down. Like literally in this photo right now, the world championship is on the line. Not what you see today. This moment, the world champ. You have the two of the very best at their craft.
Yeah.
Bret with the technicality. Think about it. Two completely different styles working in sync perfectly. You have the master, technician, bro. Can tell you a story with anyone in the ring. Make anyone look great. You have Shawn, one of the greatest sports entertainers of all time. Made you believe in what you were watching, bro. Did things, amazing things that you didn't think was gonna happen. And the entrance, the ending, the boyhood dream has come true. Him sitting in the ring, with the belt, like kneeling, bro. Amazing.
All right, that was Jay's pick. WrestleMania 12, the Iron Man match, the 60-minute Iron Man match between Bret the Hitman Hart and Shawn Michaels for the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Shawn Michaels goes on to win that match in an overtime segment because not one fall happened within that first 60 minutes, man. What a WrestleMania main event. Fantastic pick, Jay. I gotta say, that was up there for me, Jay. That was a close pick for me. And, sage the crib.
It was tied with my pick. To me, that's the greatest WrestleMania match. They didn't stop for an hour. They kept that pace going for an hour. And I'm going to say this, the greatest WrestleMania match of all time, the Iron Man match.
All right. Joey Vicious, let's go to yours, man. I want to know what you picked and why. Go ahead. Greatest WrestleMania match in your opinion.
I picked WrestleMania 13 submission match. Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ooh, it's a big one. It's a big one.
Wasn't supposed to be the original. That wasn't the plans. Bret was supposed to face HBK for the title in a rematch from WrestleMania 12. But you know what's great about this match? They told a story. Bret made Austin in this match because you had the double switch. Bret went in as a face, left as a heel. Austin went in as a heel, left as a face. Hasn't been done before that. Hasn't been done since.
Now, was that planned?
Name me another WrestleMania match that told a story like that one did.
Joey, was that planned?
No. So it was supposed to be. What do you mean planned? Like the match?
The heel turn.
I don't remember.
Yes.
You know what? No, I don't think it did. I don't think it was planned. Or if it.
I think it was actually. I think Bret was supposed to go heel, but I don't think it was supposed to go as well as it went.
Yeah, I agree with Vinny. I don't think it was supposed to go as well as it did. But I mean, you can't find another double switch that happened, and it's hard to do, and it hasn't happened since. The story that they told in that match. I mean, Austin didn't tap out; he passed out.
Yeah. To give him that baby face reaction.
But here's the thing. What I'm not talking about the match, the way the match was planned. What I'm talking about is the reaction from the fans.
Yeah, no, but Joey just said that Bruce Pritchard said it was supposed to. That was the goal.
So that was okay. I was asking, was that the goal?
That was the goal.
Okay, yeah.
I remember Bret in his or Austin said in his DVD that Bret saw Stone Cold coming before Stone Cold, anybody saw him. Because remember, they had the match at Survivor Series, 96, Bret's comeback match. The whole Royal Rumble 97 where Bret eliminated Austin, then Austin came in and eliminated him. At WrestleMania 13, it was supposed to be Bret versus HBK. And I'm guessing it was supposed to be Austin versus Taker because Austin eliminated Taker from the Final Four match. Well, helped, Bret eliminate Taker. So a match that wasn't supposed to happen did happen, and they made magic. And to me, I could watch that match over and over because of the story that they told. Bret gets Austin in the sharpshooter. I mean, who can forget Austin trying to kick out and the blood's coming down his face?
And it's a T-shirt.
And
it's on the
t-shirt.
One of the most iconic pictures.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, that picture made Austin. Really. I mean, that camera shot of him screaming and the blood dripping on his teeth.
I want that shirt.
And I mean, you look at the promos of Austin saying like, you put the letter S in front of Hitman, and you got my exact opinion of Bret Hart.
That was a great line. Yep, that was, man. It was awesome. And all right, so we got Joey's and we got Jay's. Eazy-E. All right,
not that hard.
I don't think it's that difficult to guess, guys. But we're still gonna go through it. Eazy-E, the best WrestleMania match of all time.
Not that hard to figure out. It's WrestleMania 6. Champion versus champion, title versus title, the build-up, face versus face. Woo. You had a match where it was champion versus champion, and it was the first time you ever had a double champ. The first time, I mean, two faces of the company.
You didn't know who to cheer for.
You did. I was torn, but I was always a Warrior guy, so I took. I'm always gonna ride with Warrior. That's just the way it was. Yeah. Hogan, he was a little not my type of character. Warrior, people can make the argument. He was this, he was that. Warrior didn't have to be this Mr. Perfect style wrestler. He was a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have this superhero beat Hogan misses the leg drop. Warrior comes with the big splash.
Mm-hmm.
Pins him 1, 2, 3. One of Hogan's few clean pins.
And they had him kick out at the very end, so it didn't look as clean as it should.
3 3/4. 3 3/4 he kicks out. So it's one of those things is like we can talk about Warrior's wrestling background and his everything, but it wasn't that. It was never supposed to be that. Warrior was a 6'2", 290-pound just behemoth of a superhero that came at a time when that was the only thing that could match Hulkamania. The only thing.
And I remember, I sometimes I go back to that match, Ethan, and I'm like, man, who is the fucking crowd cheering for? It's still hard. You can fight for both with the crowd reaction, but I think Warrior had the edge.
And I know Hogan likes to, in his interviews, claim, well, I knew it wasn't the proper passing of the torch when everybody was focused on me. I was only focused on Hogan because as a Warrior mark, I was focused on Hogan to see what his reaction was going to be, what the crowd reaction was going to be when he was getting drifted away on those little carts.
Remember that shot of him like this? And and you could tell it was really hitting him as he was leaving.
He goes.
And he was seeing that crowd react to Warrior, and all their faces were towards Warrior. He
was the nobody.
And people miss the little nuances. People miss the nuances of that match, right? And how it was supposed to go and everything like that. So Warrior gets the pin. The referee gives Warrior the title, gives him the Intercontinental title. The referee tries to give the Warrior the heavyweight title. Warrior pushes him away and was like, no, just takes the Intercontinental title. And then the heavyweight title, the Winged Eagle, ends up back outside with Howard Finkel. Hogan takes the title, comes back in the ring, and they do the exchange. Most people don't pick up on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was an iconic moment for sure, man. And it was a passing of the torch. You know, it was one of the greatest moments in pro wrestling history. So I will show you guys Jones. Jones now, it was a 3-way tie for Jones. All right. And we had picked already 2 of the picks, which was the Iron Man match and the Bret Stone Cold match. Here we are. I believe it's WrestleMania 21. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle. This match for him is extremely important. I was never really a big fan of Kurt Angle, personally. I thought he was a hell of an athlete, and I thought he was great on the mic, but I just wasn't a fan. That's all. I could never really get behind Kurt Angle.
No.
Shawn Michaels was in decent shape, man.
I love Shawn Michaels, man. And no matter what.
Decent shape.
Shawn looked good, man. He really did. When he came back.
The only time I really like Kurt is when he was doing that little shtick with Austin.
Oh, yeah. With the cowboy hats and stuff.
Yeah, the cowboy hat and the milk, and that was really the only time I really got into Kurt.
I think Angle would have had a hell of a match with Bret Hart, submission match.
You know who was he looked really good with the big gold.
Yeah, he did.
I really liked the way he looked with the big gold.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
He said on Austin's podcast about this match with Shawn, he wasn't sure how Shawn was going to be because Shawn was like, when they were going over the match, Shawn's like, yo, I want this, this, and this, and was just in his face the whole entire time. Like, yo, you got this. Do not screw this up.
Shawn took his shit seriously, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right. And guys, I mean, I'm going to give you my pick here. This has never wavered, never changed. And I don't think it ever will, especially with the way WrestleManias are going now. I will tell you right now, nothing, in my opinion, beats this WrestleMania match. And it was an opening to a WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. Brother versus brother. Man, oh man. It wasn't only the match, okay? But I was so invested as a kid to this story. I really thought I would have bet my life that these two men hated each other. Absolutely despised each other. The family was involved. The mom is crying. Stu doesn't know what to do but to hold his wife as they watch their kids kill each other. And I was so pro Bret Hart during this match. And when Bret won, man, or when Owen won, I was so angry. I almost turned off WrestleMania 10. That's how pissed off I was. But what an unbelievable, now that we look back on it and we know the story behind it and how they put the match together and how they put the storyline together, it makes you really respect these two as masters of their craft and the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. Bret Hart, Owen Hart, WrestleMania 10.
Bro, there's this clip online of like the camera above the ring looking down at them.
I remember
and like Owen like stomps, like brushes his foot against Bret's head like really hard, and Bret was like, "Hey, cut that shit."
Yeah. It's the little things they did. Owen really made himself like a brat.
Yeah, bro. He was like, "Hey, what the?"
That feud like culminated. I mean, it began at Survivor Series '93 when Owen accidentally knocks Bret off the railing and then gets pinned. The only one eliminated in that match from the Hart team.
Yeah.
And then you get the Rumble when he kicks his leg. Bret said in interviews, in his book, he said him and Owen were doing house show matches, and it wasn't getting over, so they went to their dad like, "Yo," and his dad said, "Yo, old school wrestling match," and mapped it out for them.
What
and
about? Do you remember the spit?
When Owen's backstage,
that always comes to mind, bro.
It's hanging at the
side. I kicked your leg and I kicked your leg.
Yeah.
Remember that last line? He said something stupid. It didn't make sense. But
kicked
the
your
spit
leg and
made
it
you
felt
hate him.
good. But you know what's great is after the main event when Bret, because remember whoever won between Yoko and Luger in the first match had to pull double duty, so you had to have Bret versus Owen. And then when Bret wins the titles, he's on everybody's shoulder. Owen comes out like, motherfucker, I beat you in the opening match and you win the title.
At the end, when Owen comes out, and that jealousy is piercing through his eyes, and he sees his brother being lifted by everyone, and he's like, I'm always in the fucking shadow. That was the best. I kicked your leg out of your leg. That's what he said at the end. He fucks up the line at the end with the spit on the side of his mouth, and he goes, I kicked your leg out of your leg.
And it felt good, Bret. It felt good.
Man, that was... I could sit and talk hours of the good old days. You know what?
I have an idea.
They may not, but let me just say this, Jay. They may not come back, right? But they'll always be there.
But we could relive them.
They'll always be there. They ain't going anywhere.
I have an idea, bro.
True story.
Talk to me, Poppy.
Bro, we review WrestleManias.
I'm telling you, bro. I would love.
I'm watching WrestleMania 6 right now. And I got to say, I think the biggest pop of that pay-per-view is when Demolition beat Andre and Haku.
I remember that.
Because when they beat them, the crowd went nuts.
Yeah.
Listen, they're lost, but they're not forgotten.
Yeah, I'm on the Jake Roberts and DiBiase match.
Oh, no, that match is up there, Mark. That match is up there. This is just our personal favorites.
I think that match is overrated. I think that match is not... I think Bret versus HBK is the greatest WrestleMania match.
Hold on,
over
but Joey,
Savage and Steamboat.
do you say that because now that you know that Steamboat and Savage rehearsed that match so much?
I didn't know that.
Or is it?
Tell me that. What was that?
So
did they rehearse it?
Yeah. So Savage had every move pinned down to. It was like 100 and 100 and something moves.
Damn.
So is it overrated because you know how much they rehearsed it? Or is it overrated because it was just overrated?
I think it was just overrated. I mean, Savage's brother always said that Randy was mad because he never had a match like that match after it. But, I mean, a lot of matches are rehearsed move for move. You look at Bret Hart versus British Bulldog at SummerSlam 92. Bret mapped out everything. Bulldog told him like 2 minutes into the match, like, yo, I'm done. I forgot all the moves, so Bret had to walk him through move by move by move. I mean, I think Steamboat and Savage were good for the time. But what HBK and Bret Hart did at WrestleMania 12, the pace that they cut for an hour straight, it's hard to find a...
They sent the limo for you, bro.
It's true. They coming, bro.
I mean, it's hard to find a match...
True.
You look at Iron Man matches now. There's always like 1 or 2 falls. That match did not have a fall, and it had an overtime. And the pace that they cut, I mean, I'll put that match up against any title match at WrestleMania.
You know, you do know what's one of my other favorite WrestleMania. You guys are gonna be surprised at this. My other favorite WrestleMania is WrestleMania 31. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, and then Seth comes out.
That was a great
the
surprise.
heist of the century, bro.
That was, you know
It
what?
was
That's
crazy.
one of
I always thought he was
greatest-
gonna trip on that ramp, like and like
Yeah,
fall,
dude.
because it was a long ramp.
It was perfect, bro. And the way like JBL and
It surprised the
Michael
shit out
Cole,
of me.
They like when they called it, because I could have swore Roman was gonna go over Brock.
Yeah.
And that was it. I wasn't thinking Seth whatsoever. And he comes out, and they're like the heist of the century.
It was good. And he's like this with the belt. I thought he was going to knock himself out, bro.
Yeah.
Remember earlier in the night, he fought Orton, and he went to curb stomp Orton, and he went flying, and Orton called him in the RKO.
Hey, I saw something about that it was hard for them to get it done.
That's right.
It was very, very hard.
Anna, we need to see a picture of the do.
We need it.
Let's see,
need it.
girl.
I don't have.
But boys, listen, I had fun tonight. This was a nice stroll down memory lane. You know, we took a little extra time because it's WrestleMania season. Why not? Let's talk about some of our favorite and some of our least favorite and some of Jones' idiotic picks. I thought that was a good night to do that.
You know, I'm surprised Alma and Johnson wasn't in there.
Me neither.
Oh, really?
Jones, I can see me not thanking you for your pick. That was
I gotta see that.
it's incredibly upsetting, but we'll talk about that after the show. you know, and there's the middle finger backstage. I'm
Get some
just kidding.
suspensions
I
or
agree
something
with everything.
online.
But guys, we'll see you next week, and enjoy your weekend. And thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. I'm Vinny Vegas. This was Jay Cross from Outer
Bye.
Space, Joey Vicious, Easy E, and Mike Jones. Talk to you next week. Peace.